Hey, this is André at Midnight's Edge, and I have attended an advanced screening of Deadpool, which I'm going to review for you all. This video will begin with my general impression and thoughts on the movie, which apart from the most basic of outlines, will be free of spoilers. I'll talk about what I liked and what I maybe didn't like all that much, and here there will be mild spoilers. Finally, I will talk about how Deadpool, assuming it is a hit, might influence the movie industry going forward. The emerging hype surrounding the movie at this time, February 10th, 2 days before the wide release, is that Deadpool is already the comic book movie to beat in 2016, and that Batman v Superman are shaking their boots. All of this talk has raised my expectations, which might have been unfair, but that is nonetheless how it is. So, what is the verdict, even with raised expectations? The movie is awesome, there is simply no other way to put it. The bar is set high right away in the most entertaining intro sequence since Zombieland, and it only gets better from there on out. Director Tim Miller is going to be a superstar after this, and Ryan Reynolds has redeemed himself after Green Lantern and all the other stupid crap he's done. Everyone and everything in the movie simply clicked. I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid though and say it is the second coming like some other online pundits I can mention, but I will say that as far as comic book movies are concerned, 2016 is off to an incredibly good start. However, the movie has a content which makes it not suitable for everyone, and I would recommend against setting your expectations too high, as that might hamper your enjoyment of the movie somewhat. The story isn't too advanced. As you can see from the trailer, boy meets girl and they have a great chemistry, boy gets ill, boy is offered a cure comes with a price, and he finds himself in a position where he needs to dole out some vengeance. The story is fairly straightforward, but they have done a lot with it, most notably how they chose the narration. Deadpool might not be the borderline schizophrenic he is in the comic, but the narrative can seem that way. But the execution of it works. The movie clearly deserves its R rating, and an extended version of the movie has already been announced for home media. This of course is standard operating procedure for Fox genre movies, but this time, for the first time, I actually believe the additional footage is more than filler added simply to double dip. Reynolds steals the show as the merc with a mouth, and much of what he says is hilarious, especially when he goes all meta and breaks the fourth wall, bringing in the actors and the production budget. And yes, it's pretty clear that Fox looked the other way while the movie was being made, because it does poke fun of them. Not nearly as much as I would have liked, of course, but there was at least something. The other characters that really stood out to me, other than Ryan Reynolds, were the two X-Men in the movie, Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Brianna Hildebrand doesn't say a lot, but her attitude speaks for itself. Colossus, perfectly voiced by Serbian Stefan Kapicic, speaks almost as much as Deadpool, and the banter between the two is among the highlights of the movie. I do hope to see them again, both in future Deadpool movies as well as future X-Men movies. The fourth wall breaking made the movie, and I do think that without it, it wouldn't be nearly as successful as it is, from a standalone perspective. But this same fourth wall breaking also broke the illusion of this as an X-Men movie. Keep in mind, Simon Kinberg himself said that this takes place within the X-Men continuity, but there was just a little bit too much joking with Hugh Jackman for me to buy into that. This seemed more like a meta installment in the franchise, rather than an actual canon X-Men movie. Ryan Reynolds himself has said that Deadpool represents a continuity of its own, and after seeing the movie, I'm more inclined to believe that. But hey, continuity has never been that big a priority in the X-Men anyway, so why not? The fourth wall breaking includes plenty references to Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman and other Fox stuff, such as casting ideas for a certain fan favorite character that will show up in the sequel, but there are also some Marvel references. And by that I mean not Fox licensed Marvel, but real Marvel Cinematic Universe Marvel. The end fight happens on what looks like a S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. Samuel L. Jackson is referred to by name, costume and eye patch, and I'm pretty sure there were other references that I missed in the first viewing. Some have speculated that this means the relationship between Fox and Marvel has improved, and there is every reason to think it has, which we'll get back to in Trankgate Part 4. But these particular references I wouldn't read too much into. They don't actually say the name Nick Fury or any other character names owned by Marvel, they simply give shout-out to the actors for audience chuckles. Kind of fits with Deadpool's character and no more than what you would expect in any parody movie. At the time of making this video, 2 days before the general release, hype is through the roof and the early word of mouth is stellar. Deadpool looks set to be a huge hit, and Fox are so confident they have a winner at their hands that they have already announced a sequel. Tom Rothman, the former Fox CEO who personally blocked Deadpool from getting made while he was there, must be feeling like an idiot right about now. If he doesn't, he should. The only ones who should feel like bigger idiots are the powers that be who put him in charge at Sony. Wonder what must be going through their heads right now after seeing what he blocked at Fox and what he has okayed at Sony. But that's a story for another video. The movie business is in constant change, and one of the changes the last few years is that the mid-budget movie has all but died out. Movies nowadays tend to be either 100 million plus blockbuster extravaganzas with mass 4-quadrant appeal, or low-budget movies void of excessive visual effects. The mid-budget movies, those costing between, say, $30 and $80 million, for reference, Deadpool is rumored to cost about $50 million, are all but gone, as they are too costly to put straight to home media, but too high risk to put in competition with the blockbusters in theaters. Now that sucks for those of us who want movies that can really only be done justice on mid-level budgets, as it makes movies like, say, Dredd 2, Garth Ennis Crossed, Solomon Kane 2, or even a Phantom reboot all that much harder to get off the ground. Now here comes Deadpool, and it doesn't do anything to play it safe. Mid-range budget, R rating, no holds barred. If this movie is a hit, and after seeing it I think it will be, hopefully the rest of the studios will take notice of what Deadpool did here and take the following message away from it. Give the filmmakers the medium budget they need to make the movie they want and then get out of their way. Take pride in the source material, wear it like a medal, go all the way, even if that means an R rating. Audiences just might love you for it. I know that there are many out there who will have mixed feelings about seeing a Fox Marvel movie in theaters. To you I would say, the message this movie will send if it is a hit, both internally at Fox and to Hollywood at large, is one that all fans of genre movies should get behind. Yes, we all want the Fantastic Four to revert, but this movie is not a suitable battleground in that particular struggle. So check Deadpool out. And to make sure everyone has a great experience in the theaters, be sure to check out Rob's hilarious guide to movie etiquette. Or, since we're all cool here, pass it along to someone else who might need it.
If you liked this video, don't forget to hit subscribe so you can catch all of our upcoming videos. For more podcasts, news, and reviews, check us out at midnightsedge.net and follow us on Twitter at midnightsedge. Also check out our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/midnightsedge.